What would bring Abraham to this point where he resolved in his heart to sacrifice his precious son and grab that knife? In the face of all of those questions, how did he come to resolve all of that tension and all of that confusion and be obedient? How was he able to do what was asked of him when it appeared as though all of the logic in the world said that God was withdrawing his promises from the world and leaving him behind in it with nothing but a broken heart and a broken world? What gave him the strength to grab that knife? Quite simply, he trusted in the character of God. He trusted in the character of God. He grabbed that knife because he believed that God would still do exactly what he said he was going to do. All of his promises would come true through Isaac. He went all in on the character of God because he believed that God had made promises to him, and he trusted that God would keep them, even when all the logic in the world said it was fundamentally impossible. And when Abraham grabbed that knife and trusted in the character of his God, it meant that he came to a very particular conclusion. And honestly, it's the craziest part of this story. Because what conclusion could he possibly have come to in order to still believe that God would keep his promises through Isaac when he's asking for the very life of Isaac? Abraham came to the only conclusion possible. He believed that God would raise Isaac from the dead. He believed that God would stay true to his promises and resurrect the promised son. It's exactly what Hebrews 11 tells us. By faith, Abraham, when God tested him, offered Isaac as a sacrifice. He who had embraced the promises was about to sacrifice his one and only son, even though God had said to him, "It's through Isaac that your offspring shall be reckoned." He reasoned that God was able to raise him from the dead. That's faith. That is mega, big-time faith. He's believing in something that had never even happened before. Believing in the possibility and hope of resurrection. It's that kind of faith that comes from going all in on the character of God.